morning students. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 8, getting to know plants. And in this chapter we will discuss about the different parts of plants in detail, such as root, stem, leaf and fruits. And our first topic is categories of plant. You know that from seeds plant or tree is grown. So initially when seed are continuously to grow, then small plants are formed, and from plants tree are formed. So on the basis of this plant, on the basis of the size of this stem of plant, most plants are classified into three categories on the basis of size and nature of stem, such as this what type of nature and the size of this stem that contain this plant. So most plants are classified into three categories. Here are three categories: herbs, shrubs and trees. The plant that having short stem are included in herbs, and the plant which have attained medium sized, that plant we put in the categories of shrubs. And the plant which will be grown in a grow at a very tall height, so that plants that will be attain a bigger shape or tall shape in future and convert into trees, so that plant we included in the categories of trees. So plants are of three types. An example of herbs such as tomato, shrubs lemon and china rose, and trees mango. Students, let's move towards the structure of plants. So here we will understand about the parts of a plant, that what parts plants contain in its structure. So mainly plants have two parts: shoot system and root system. You know about the seed. The seeds, upper part of seeds form shoot system, and lower part of seed show root system. So here this part is shoot system, that is formed by the upper part of from the upper side of the seed, and this is shoot system that is formed from the lower part of the seed. And from shoot system there are parts of plants that are available. First is this is stem, this is main stem, and from main stem there are branches arises from this main stem, and this is fruits that are attached with branch, and this is bud, this is leaf, and this is flower. And next, so these are the parts of a plant. Next is that what is a bud? The average structure that are formed from plants, such as this is seed. Okay, and from seeds there are shoot parts are formed and roots part are formed. So when there is required to be formed these parts such as shoot and roots, and then these parts are also formed from the bud. So firstly here bud arises from seed to form shoot part and root part. So every structure in the plants that are going to be formed firstly, then each structure of the plants always formed from the bud. So bud has the capacity to convert into other parts of plants such as shoot, root, branch, leaf, flower. So all these structure of plants are formed from bud. Students, and in a root system there are two types of root: primary roots and secondary roots. Students, such as this is seed, and you know that from the lower part of the seed root system is generated. So firstly from bud there are primary roots are generated. So this is suppose this is primary roots, and from primary roots there are secondary branches of roots are also arised. So there are secondary roots are formed from the region of this primary roots. So this is primary roots because this is arise at first number from the seed part, and the secondary roots which are arise from this primary root, that we call secondary roots. So those two types of root here, primary roots and secondary roots, and form root system. Students, these are the definition of root system and shoot system. The parts of the plant that grows mainly under the grounds, such as these are surface of soil, and the parts of plants that grows under the surface of soil, that forms the root system. And shoot system, the parts like stem, leaves, flower and fruits that remain above the ground, that they form the shoot system. Students, there are root system. Till now you have understood about the root, that what is root? Root that is arised from the basal part of the stem, or root system are generated initially from the seeds, from the lower part of the seed, and form root system. And root system are of two types, taproot and fibrous root. They are just assume that they are just different from each other in their structure. Taproot system, the structure of taproot like this type, and fibrous root structure like this type. Can you able to differentiate between these two structures? And this is the stem, basal part of the stem, because basal part of the stem, on the basal part of the stem, root structure are appeared, or root structure are arisen. So this is the basal part of the stem, and here this is also a basal part of the stem. In the taproot system, there are single branch of root is arised here. So single root comes out from the seed after germination. When seeds are germinate, then single roots appear like this type. And from the single root, several branches are arisen. Several branches are arisen from this single root, and these single branches form secondary roots. So this is primary root. This is primary root, and primary root are formed from the basal part of the stem. And from primary roots, such as this is primary roots, and from primary roots, secondary branches are formed from these primary roots, or these secondary branches are arisen from this primary roots, so they form secondary roots. So they form secondary roots. And here is fibrous root. There is not secondary roots are formed. There are all, we can say that all roots branches are primary, because all roots are arised from basal part, and differently, not so in this manner, that each branch of root is arised from basal part of the stem, and form a group, such as a bunch, and form a bunch of thin fiber like root, such as these fibers, these root branches are like fibers forms, and bunch are present here from the basal part of the stem. So a bunch of thin fiber like root arise from the base of the stem, and they form fibrous root system. An example of fibrous root system, grass and maize, and taproot system example, mango, neem and carrot. So I hope you have understood this topic very well. What is the taproot and what is the fibrous root system, and what is the difference between each other in their structure. Students, there are the function of the roots, and there are three function of root. First is fixation, absorption and preventing soil erosion. As you know that roots are fixed to themselves into the between the soil particles. So root spreads out into the soil and hold the plant firmly to the ground. These roots that are spread out into the soil, and because of these roots, plants can be hold firmly by the soils because of these roots that are fixed themselves into the soil. So root spread out into the soil and hold the plant firmly to the ground. Next is absorption. Water and minerals are provided to the soil, and when water and minerals are provided to the soil, from soil roots can absorb that mineral and water from the soil. Such as this is root and the mineral and water that are present in the soil. Water and mineral can be absorbed from this root, and water and mineral are very useful in the plants to make food and other substance. So this is absorption. Next is preventing soil erosion. Soil erosion means the blowing of soil by the wind or water from one place to another place. So how can plants prevent the soil erosion? Because the roots of the plants kept soil particles to very fixed to each other or nearly to each other. So soil particles are tightly close to each other because roots make these soil particles to be packed closely to each other. So they are not possible for these soils to be blown away by wind or any other kind of factors like water. So in this method, soil can be prevented from blowing away from one place to another place because of the roots. So preventing soil erosion. So roots can be able to prevent soil erosion. Students, next topic about the roots, modification of root, and the meaning of the word modification is the conversion of one thing into another. So here roots are converted into another thing, and that's modification of roots are very useful to us. So first is storage of food. In plants like carrot, turnip, the roots are swollen, and why roots are swollen? Such as this is a carrot, this is a root, this is the root of carrot plant, and these roots are swollen. Why these roots are swollen? Because of the storage of food. Because in this root food is stored, and we use the carrot as a food. So in plants like carrot, turnip, the roots are swollen due to the storage of food. So here roots are modified in the food, such as carrot that we use them as food, and turnip we use as food. Next is additional support. A tree which name is banyan tree, and these are the roots. You see that roots are usually arise from the basal part of the stem, such as this is the soil surface, and from the basal part of the stem, roots are arise. So roots are appeared here. Roots are also present from the basal part of the stem, but here are the other type of roots are present in banyan tree. That root we call prop root, and these are the prop roots, and that roots are arisen from the branches, and these and their growths are towards the earth. And so these roots, how are they look like? Rope-like growth. They are the rope-like growth and hanging down from its bigger branches. So these roots are hanging down from its bigger branches are called prop roots, and they act as a pillar, and provide additional support to this tree. And these roots that are hanging down from the bigger branches, these roots are fixed to the soil. These roots are fixed to the roots and provide support to this tree to be fixed very strongly into the soil. So these two are the modification of roots. Students, these are the third modification of root, fixation of nitrogen. And fixation of nitrogen, the meaning of fixation of nitrogen is that in our atmosphere a gas nitrogen is present. You know that plants or trees are required nutrients from their soil. So plants require a nutrient which is nitrogen, and nitrogen is present in our atmosphere, and the nitrogen which is present in our atmosphere, plants cannot be capable to utilize this nitrogen directly. So firstly this nitrogen are converted into another form, or we can say that into simplest form, and this simplest form can be utilized by plants. Or you know that the nutrition that are present in the soil, this is a root, and the nutrition which are present in the soil are absorbed by the roots. So when this nitrogen are converted into simplest form, then this nitrogen can easily be absorbed by the roots. So here are what type of modification of root to for the fixation of nitrogen. Let's understand. Here are the roots. Last part of the roots having swollen structure, and last part of the roots become tiny swelling. So here are the small swelling on the ending part of the roots that we call root nodules. And in the root nodules here are bacteria present. What present? Bacteria present. And that bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into simplest form, and when nitrogen convert into simplest form, it is available into the soil, and from soil roots can absorb it easily. So here bacteria that is present in root nodules, that bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into its simplest form, and thus provide this simplest form to the soil, and from the soil root can be absorbed this nitrogen from the soil. So here the plants which are having root nodules in their roots, that plant are called as legume plants. An example of legume plants such as pea plants are included in legume plant. Friends, next modification of root is breathing root and pneumatophores, and these roots are utilized as for breathing purpose and for gaseous exchange. These roots are present in marshy areas. What is marshy areas? The area of low-lying land, and in that land water is contained. So that area we call marshy area, where water is present. And in the water area, trees or plants are grown. So this is trees that are grown in marshy areas, and that area water is available in much quantity. So because of in this reason, the roots of trees are not having much air, and the roots of these areas are not having and are not capable to breathe from the soil, because soil particles, between the soil particles air is not present. Such as this is plants, and there are soil particles. Usually the plants that are grown in a dry soil and where water is not present, so air is present between soil particles. But this tree are present in marshy areas, so air is not present between the soil particles. So roots of these plants are grown vertically upward. These are the roots of these plants that are grown from the underground part of the roots and grown vertically upwards. And these roots are called pneumatophores. These all are the roots from of these trees that are arisen from the main root of the plant, and that main root are present in the underground plant. So from the underground part of the root, these all roots are arisen vertically upward, and these roots have pores, and through these pores they exchange gases, and these pores are utilized for breathing purpose. So these are this is the pneumatophores, and pneumatophore roots are generally seen in marshy areas. So what we have discussed in this video, we have discussed about the categories of plants, parts of plants, and such as shoot parts, root parts, and then third number we have discussed here about the root system, and whole root system we have discussed here. Thank you.